On this episode of Unbillable, we talk about a bunch of new laws coming for 2020 and like none that are going away. It's California. It's California. Ta-da! No, seriously, this is California. It's the end of 2019. I mean, we're kind of winding 2019 down. We're here going to film this episode in my office because it's raining outside. If you know me, you know I hate the rain. I mean, absolutely can't stand the rain. I know we need it or whatever. You guys need it. I don't need it. I don't like the rain, okay? I don't like to get wet unintentionally or without my permission. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like the rain is sort of nature's way of like throwing water on me. I wouldn't want you to throw water on me. I don't want nature to throw water on me. I live in Palm Desert, California, all right? I think we kind of picked this climate for a reason. So all my local friends out there that are like so excited about the rain should move to Seattle and get a lot more of it up there. I mean, I'm kidding. But the point is, it is the end of 2019. It's raining outside, and we're going to discuss a whole lot of new laws because California, we make new laws every single year. Do we take laws away? I mean, a couple. But we make a lot of new laws every single year. Let's start with the first one. I mean, when I say the first one that comes to mind to me, minimum wage is going up. Minimum wage, if you have a business with 25 or less employees, minimum wage is going up to $25. Minimum wage is going up to $12. And if you have a business with more than 25, meaning 26 or more employees, then your minimum wage is going up to $13. So there's an increase in minimum wage. That's a law. It's a law that's changing. It's a law that actually was adopted or accepted a few years ago that had stages that it was increasing in, and 2020, January 1, 2020 marks the next increase. Again, 25 or less employees, $12 an hour, 26 or more employees, $13 an hour. Of course, you can pay more than these numbers. You can always pay more. This is the minimum wage. But that's just one law. I mean, there's a law that says you can't discriminate based on the hairstyle that the person is wearing to school. That's kind of a more obscure one that I came across. I don't really know. I don't do any kind of education law personally, and I don't really know scenarios where this has come to fruition, but obviously this is some kind of attempt to decrease or minimize discrimination. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. We should be more accepting of one another. It's kind of sad that we have to make a law about it, but hey, there's a law about it, and so less discrimination based on hairstyles. Circuses. We have a law coming that's going to impact circuses. If you like elephants in the circus or tigers in the circus, I'm sorry, you're not going to like this law. California has gotten rid of what they're calling circus animals. So what does that mean? Are we getting rid of circuses completely? No, we're not. We're not getting rid of circuses completely, but only domesticated cats, domesticated dogs, and horses can be in the circus. So no lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, that's the end of that. It's kind of funny, before we started filming, Luis was like, well, you should talk about the time where the tigers attacked and maul the trainers. It's like, well, why do we have to talk about that? I don't want to talk about that. This is just about cruelty to animals. I mean, I think most people recognize that. I mean, I don't even want to know if I should say most people, but there's a general feeling and understanding that like captivity in animals is not a good thing. And so I think this is California's way of sort of stepping in and putting an end to the circus-driven aspect of that. Cats, dogs, horses, different story, but the whole elephants, the tigers, they're all gone. Now, clowns are okay. Stuff as many of them as you want inside that clown car. Clowns are just fine. If you are a renter, there's a new law for you. I mean, if you're an owner of a building, there's a new law for you. We already talked about rent control in a prior episode. We'll link to it over there, or kind of somewhere over there. But if you're a renter, there's a new law that's coming for you as well. When I say coming for you, not really coming for you. If you want to hang a religious symbol on your door, there's a new law that protects your right to do that. So a landlord and a homeowners association cannot restrict your ability to put up a religious symbol on your door or your door frame unless it's greater than 26 by 12 in size. So there's a limitation. You can't have like a gigantic sign or a huge poster, or I don't even know kind of what you would, maybe like a large nativity scene. No, that's not going to work. Anything over the size of 26 by 12 is still going to be able to be restricted by the homeowner association or the landlord, but anything less than that size, let's say a menorah or a cross, now approved by the new law. See, another new law. You would think that we would be able to work something like that out in advance, but instead we have a new law. We also have a new law for lactation accommodation. Think about that. If you are a new mom and you need a place to lactate, I gotta be careful with my words here, you know what I'm saying? But you need a place to take care of, breast pumps and getting the milk out for your child. I mean, this is something that, like, as adults, right, it's something that we need to do. Businesses have been just sticking these mothers in, like, closets or, like, little areas where they're just kind of put them wherever they can. So now we have a law that's going to require, like, a lactation accommodation. Quick side note, my mom, she was both an OBGYN, an obstetrician gynecologist, delivering babies, right? So I got a special soft spot for, like, new moms. Plus I'm a dad, I got a couple kids of my own. So I think this is a good law. I mean, we got to find a way to, like, take care of one another. Again, the problem is we shouldn't always need a law to do it. Like, for example, paid family leave. January 1, 2020, paid family leave is increasing. I think right now you're only getting like 6 weeks, but after January 1, 2020, you'll be getting 8 weeks of paid family leave. So, I mean, I think you can kind of see what I'm getting at with a lot of these new laws, is like, we need new laws to make sure we do things that in many ways we probably should already be doing. I mean, 8 weeks is not a long amount of time for a parent to be with a newborn child, don't you think? I mean, how long does the puppy have to stay with its mommy, right? Like, how long does a puppy stay with the mother dog before we'll take it away and let people adopt it? I don't really know, but I'm sure it's got to be like, I'm just gonna say it's probably like 8 to 12 weeks. And like, but humans, like, we're like back to work 4 weeks, 6 weeks, back to work. I mean, it seems like, and look, hold on. If, let's say, you don't want all that time, let's say you're just not the kind of person that is a stay-at-home type, maybe you don't like those domestic requirements, well, you could go back to work earlier, right? It's not a requirement that you be gone that long, but it seems like, I don't know, it seems like something we should be doing sort of anyways. Now, there are some new laws, some I've also already talked about in other episodes. We gotta talk about AB5, of course, the new law coming for the gig economy. I don't necessarily want new laws in that department. I mentioned it there, and you can catch that episode right here, right? But the point being that AB5 rule is gonna change how independent contractors work and how businesses who employ independent contractors, look at that, employ independent contractors. Even that's like a misnomer, right? Businesses who use independent contractors and independent contractors themselves are gonna be seriously impacted by the change that AB5 is gonna have on them. So, January 1, 2020, right around the corner, new laws coming your way. If you like this episode, be sure to hit the like button. Of course, be sure to subscribe by clicking over there, pretty sure it's over there, and click right here to watch another episode of Unbillable.